We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Giants. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And what a great journey for this young man from USC to Ole Miss, which totally fit his game. Nice arm, excellent runner, and he got better each and every year for the Rebels. The Giants obviously believed in him. They traded back into the first round to pick him up. They know they have their quarterback for the future.
They'll start with a run by Tracy. And only able to get two here, stopped at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
It's a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Here's Dart. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt, 53 yards. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Jalen Hyatt with a touchdown catch to end the drive. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Dart. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Shifts by him. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He was taken down at the
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the...
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. That's caught outright by Jennings. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 35-yard line.
Here's Pearsall on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash, this from 53. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Eddie Pinheiro
after the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New York set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Tracy going to get it on first down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking to throw, Dart. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Out of the gun, Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
43 yards.
A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
A gain of 43 yards. And a 49er 1st down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Purdy. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Nowhere to go here. He lost gets the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Back to throw, Purdy. That's Bourne. Got it on the slant. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Niners 10.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and a couple. To throw, Darn. Again, it's Johnson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And the 49er first down. First and 10.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. The throwing here, Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Purdy looking to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. In motion goes the tight end. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Throwing his dart. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
In motion right is Robinson. To throw his dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And a Giants first down. First and 10.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Running left is Tracy. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 44-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing, dart. That's complete to Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And a Giants first down. First and 10 at the
Would it be safe to say that as
line.
precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A good action to this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game, second and 10. Here's Tracy. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 40-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That's another Giants first down.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In motion, Slayton. Play action now. Dart. Catch made by Slayton. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this fourth quarter. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. And a 49er.
All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get your reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Purdy from the gun. Finding Bourne here over the middle.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. 3rd down. Purdy to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 22
and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground, but every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
2nd and 6 coming up. Purdy to throw. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Purdy. Again to the big tight end. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the audience, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Pass complete to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
That's a nice
yards.
job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Looking to throw, Dart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 10 yards.
Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So the first crack here in overtime goes to the New York Giants as we are back underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard
Now out come the
line.
Giants. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm. And by the way, the yards count either way.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he goes out right around the 39.
A gain of 6.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On the run is Tracy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The tackle made at the
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's 2nd down. Here's Dart. Johnson's got it complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime is kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. To throw now, Dart. Complete. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now remember again, a touchdown wouldn't win it just yet, but it can give him a big leg up. It's 2nd down. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. The RPO is such a big part of college football, Charles, and it continues to become a bigger part here at the next level, too.
And it also helps have a rookie quarterback who comes out of that college game and is familiar with how to run it. So it works both ways. He knows what he's doing, and now it allows the coaches to call plays to get him comfortable early.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
First throw of overtime for Purdy.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They need a matching touchdown here to keep their hopes alive. Here's second down. Throwing, Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
11 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Pass caught by Pearsall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Here's Purdy to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. Brought down back at the 27.
Second and 14. Purdy now to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. I guess no need to force him when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ah, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Throwing his dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And the Giants first down.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people call this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense. I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now a handoff up the middle. Tracy, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. They'll go again with Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And a short gain down to about the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
A gain of 15
now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
17-yard line.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason,